July 14, 2001. 3 days after my birthday was the day that my life changed forever. They killed my big brother, my protector, my best friend. And I wake up every day knowing I won't ever see your smile or hear your voice again. But somehow I have to go on, but I still ask God why. Why so soon? Why you? Why us? I have no one here to protect me anymore. But I know that God knows best. And I know that you are in a better place. And I just want to say, I love you. And rest in peace, Charlton Crutchfield.
Can't take another heartbreak.
Take me back to the day your brother was murdered.
The night before my brother was murdered, I had a dream that somebody was shooting at him. So the next morning, he was getting dressed to go to his friend's boat party. And I let him know, about the dream that I had the night before. He said, no, it's cool. It was just a dream. So as he was getting ready to go to his friend's boat party, he got dressed. And as he was walking out the door, he told me and my mom he loved us. 30 minutes later, around 12:30, we got a call stating they stated that my brother was shot. So in my heart, I knew that he was dead. Like I knew it was something bad that happened. So on our way there, as we approached the scene, I seen my brother laying next to his car. He wasn't moving. And I tried to run as fast as I could to get to him, and it was like I was moving in slow motion. And one of the cops grabbed me, and they put us in a van, and they was trying to calm us down, and they drove us to the hospital, and that's when they told us my brother had been murdered.
How do you cope with your brother's death?
It's hard, every day. At first, it was really, really hard because I was angry. The people that killed my brother, I just wanted them dead. Like, I wanted to kill them. And I was so young at the time, it was like I couldn't really do nothing, so I was angry. And I called the detectives every week, asking them if they found anything, if it was anything that I could do or to help the situation or them find the person that killed my brother. And I would go to the cemetery every week, and then I started taking criminal justice classes because I felt like, if they can't do it, then I'm gonna go out and find the person that killed my brother. But as time went on, God allowed me to get over it. I started going to church. I started praying. I went to counseling, and it allowed me to get past it because I knew what goes around comes around, and that wasn't my responsibility at that point.
How did your brother's death affect you and your relationships with men?
I have a hard time opening up because I'm very guarded. I'm very protective of myself because my brother was my protector. So when he got murdered, it was hard for me to open up because I felt like I was on my own. I didn't have nobody to protect me. At that point, it was me against the world. Even though I had my mom and my dad, it still wasn't the same. Me and my brother were 3 years apart. So at that time, it was like, I'm out here, I got to do the best I can to protect myself because I'm very loyal. And people don't show loyalty like me and my brother had. So the guys that I would meet, they were real fickle. Like, they wasn't loyal. They only talk to you because you're pretty or, they just wanted to have sex with you. So it was kind of hard for me to open up. So I was guarded. And I had commitment issues, so I didn't want to commit to relationships. I would only talk to guys that was emotionally unavailable because I knew that I wouldn't have to commit to that situation.
Who was the first man you opened up to after your brother's death?
It It was this guy that I had no intentions on talking to like that. He was a guy that was not my type. He was cute, but he just wasn't the normal guy that I would talk to. And we kicked it for about, on and off for about 10 and a half years. And the relationship was kind of toxic. You know, in the beginning, I felt sorry for him because a lot of the things that I lacked and a lot of hurt that I seen within myself, I seen it in him. You know, and I felt that I could help him, and in a lot of ways he helped me. But in a sense, he used my kindness for weakness. So I felt like, you know, the whole relationship was just a toxic situation, and we couldn't really move forward because it wasn't good.
Do you still talk to this man?
I talked to him probably about a month and a half ago, so no, not really, no.
What did you learn from that relationship?
I learned that no matter what goes on, no matter how much love you give someone, that doesn't mean that they're going to love you. No matter how much you support someone, that doesn't mean that they're going to appreciate it at the end of the day. So I just realized, and I've learned, that when a person show you who they are, at the end of the day, you have to believe them, you know. And I think I went through life and just the whole situation, like, I want people to have the same heart as me. I thought people had the same heart as me, but they don't, you know. And I'm learning that, you know, people have their own choices and they have free will to do what it is that they, you know, want to do.
So I hear that you're celibate. How long has it been?
4.5 years.
That's a very long time. And within that time frame of 4 years, what did you hope to gain? Or was this something that you decided to do and it kind of just prolonged itself? Or did you have a set strategy?
In the beginning, I'm like, okay, this only gonna last maybe about 6 months, you know, because it wasn't until marriage, it was more so until I found someone that appreciated me. But 1 year turned into 2 years turned into 3, and at that point it was like, okay, you can't just go out there and just have sex because you didn't waited this long. You might as well wait for the right person.
What have you gained so far from being celibate?
I've gained clarity, a better understanding of myself, you know, and a lot of things that I was putting up with, I wouldn't normally put up with, just because I didn't understand my value, you know. And now that I look back on the relationship that I was in on and off for 10.5 years, I realized that I didn't love myself because the stuff that he was doing to me, a healthy person or a person that had high self-esteem wouldn't allow that to happen, you know. And I realized that I had to stop at that point and just reevaluate my life in general, you know, and just put it in God's hands and allow him to lead me in the right direction and to the right person.
Are there any negative attributes as far as being celibate?
You get lonely, you know, and it weed out the bad people, you know, because a lot of people will talk to you just to get in your pants, basically. You know, they'll send you flowers, they'll take you on dates and all type of stuff, but I see through that now. Like, I can see a no good dude coming. Like, I don't even want to deal with it.
So it sounds very interesting. It seems as if you've gained a lot of self-confidence, and you've also learned what you needed to learn and what you want in a mate from taking a celibacy vow.
Yes.
So what would you tell your younger self?
To just be patient. You know, you have everything within you to move forward. You know, even though at this time or at this moment your brother had passed away, your life don't stop here. You know, your heart may be broken, but you can pick up the pieces and you can move forward. You know, I would tell my younger self that you can do this. Like, this too shall pass. God got you and your brother got you. He's still here. He's just not here in a physical body.
Can you describe Candice Crutchfield in one
Unbreakable.
And I just can't take it. I don't want it to happen. I won't let it happen. Oh no. Everything I love about you, I need you. I'm out of time. It's on my mind, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm out of time.
Though I'm missing you, I'll find a way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength, and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by.